What is up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Jasmine. Please subscribe to my channel down below. Follow me on Instagram. My link is in my description box. But y'all, this video will be about how I cleared 13 years worth of my terrible skin in about 9 months. I had to re-record this video even just because I wanted this video to be super transparent. Like, my hair was all in my face. I wanted to pull my hair up and make sure you could see all of me unfiltered in 4K. Yeah, guys, I have a lot of information to share. I almost even wrote down an outline so I can be concise and so I can, you know, hit every point and not forget anything. But y'all, let's get into the good stuff. So for me, my acne started around 12 or 13. I mean, honestly, I think that's normal for everybody because that's just around the time that, you know, your hormones are changing, you're going through puberty. But the difference for me was after puberty, it never went away. So when I was younger, I did use Proactive. I've tried Clean and Clear products. I've tried Neutrogena products. I've tried, honestly, some of the products that I use now, I tried then, did not work. I've tried almost everything under the sun, y'all. I've tried every hack, every clear skin regimen. My mom has bought me Clinique products. She bought me everything. But what I was going through at that time could only be fixed by a dermatologist because I had a deeper rooted problem at that time. January 2020, y'all, I decided to finally go to a dermatologist. I began to search black-owned dermatologists in my area. Y'all, I'm searching black-owned no matter what I'm looking for. I could be looking for pizza. I'm searching black-owned pizza, black-owned restaurants, whatever. That's what I searched first. If I can't find one, then fine, but black-owned, hey. That's what I'm looking for. So I looked for black-owned dermatologists in my area, and I stumbled upon Mirage Dermatology. I made sure she was covered by my insurance provider, and she definitely was. Her staff is amazing. Her offices are clean. It was an awesome experience for me. I know most of my followers are not in the DMV area, but what I will do is, if you are and you stumble across this video on YouTube, I will definitely link her information below so you can get a consultation, so you can get an appointment. But yes, y'all, let me move on to tell you about my experience once I finally began to see my dermatologist and how we moved forward with what I was struggling with. So at my first appointment, it was kind of like a slight consultation appointment. I came in and we began to discuss. I sat down with one of the PAs and she began to ask me just about my skincare history. I told her a little bit of what I told you guys at the beginning of this video. Hey lady, I've been struggling with this since I was 13 and I'm tired. No, that's not really what I said, but that was how I was feeling on the inside. Like, I'm tired. What can you give me let's wrap it up? So I told her about my journey, how I've been struggling, and that there was no solution. I told her about all of the countless over-the-counter products that my mom has spent money on us using all of my life, even that what I spent on myself as an adult, and none of it worked. I told her that I drank a gallon of water a day and it doesn't work. And let me tell y'all something. When people struggling with skincare problems, don't tell them they need to drink more water. Don't tell them to change their diet. Don't tell them they need to exercise, because sometimes, baby, they don't have a thing to do with skincare. When I was in my freshman year of college, when I was in high school, I was in some of the best shape of my life, eating some of the best food of my life, and drinking some of the most water I drank in my life. Well, I probably drink more water now. But still, sometimes people have issues that are related to things outside of them drinking water. So don't stop. Get out of people's comments telling them, oh, you should drink more water, because I drink a gallon a day and my acne was not going anywhere. No. Sometimes you have a deeper issue, and that's exactly what I had. After leaving my first appointment, she told me that she was going to prescribe me spironolactone. If I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, please let me know, but I think it's called spironolactone. It is an acne treatment, of course, but my dermatologist also prescribed me an antibiotic. She told me that the antibiotic will calm my skin down a little bit, because, you know, calm some of the irritation down a little bit, and she told me that the spironolactone was supposed to be the treatment. So I go home and I began to take that for a month. And let's just say she wanted a month follow-up. So I go home, take the spironolactone for a month, and I come back a month later, and y'all, no change. No change. But so at this point, you can probably only imagine how frustrated I was. Like, it's like I've been going through this all this time. I come to your office, sit down with you, you give me a solution, and then it still don't work. Still don't work. So mind you, while I was taking the spironolactone during that month, I was realizing that it was not working, and I began to do my own research. Like, I was doing whatever I could to find a solution, y'all. One day when I was on Twitter, I found a thread, and I know God had to put it on my timeline. He just had to, because I didn't find it on my own. But you know how they have Twitter threads or whatever, and the thread was called Surviving Accutane. And all I saw, what drew my attention to that Twitter thread was the before and after pictures of people's skin. When I tell y'all, it was so many like testimonials and all of these stories of people that had been on this drug, but below, people were saying all of these terrible things that had happened to them also. It's why the Twitter thread was called Surviving Accutane. So after finding this Twitter thread, y'all, I knew I was just completely sold, honestly, at that point. I began to do my own research. I found a dermatologist on YouTube who would, you know, discuss different drugs. She would discuss different skincare products. I did my own Google research as far as just, you know, people telling their testimonies. I even found stuff on Reddit about people who had taken Accutane. Some of the stories were, let's just say, kind of horrifying, just because it's like, goodness, you take this risk to have clear skin, you know, like these side effects, you want clear skin that bad? But I'm gonna read you guys some of the side effects. I wrote some of them down so I wouldn't forget, but this is what we have here. Sensitivity to the sun, of course, because it makes your skin super sensitive. Hair loss, extreme skin dryness, just because Accutane has to draw all of the moisture out of your skin so it can clear up. I mean, it's gonna make your entire body dry. Blindness, depression. While women take the drug, no, you cannot get pregnant. While I was taking Accutane, no, I was not. I mean, I didn't want to be pregnant anyway, so I mean, that was fine with me. But if you are trying to get pregnant or trying to have a baby, this is not the drug for you, because Accutane can cause birth defects in children. Let me continue. I also had to get this is not a side effect, but I did have to get my blood drawn once a month. And please check me on this, Google it, research it. But I think my blood was being drawn once a month to make sure that my liver was okay. And not just me, that wasn't just a me thing, that's an everybody thing. Every month that I came into the office, I did two things. One, I took a pregnancy test to make sure that I was not pregnant. Two, I would get my blood drawn to make sure my liver was still functioning correctly. Another side effect that I noticed on Accutane, if you do drink alcohol while on Accutane, you will get drunker faster. Like I said, it will cause extreme dryness all over your body. So if you're not a heavy water drinker, I was before and continued while I was on the drug. But if you're not a heavy water drinker, you're gonna have to be, because you probably won't survive. You're gonna be so dry. Your body is going to need to be as hydrated as possible. So after the month on spironolactone, I go back in the office. She asked me, does it work? Did it work? How did it work? Did I see any improvements? And I told her straight up, no.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I said, I really don't feel like it did anything for me. I said, if anything, I still feel like I broke out, and I feel like I haven't seen the results that I wanted to see. She was about to kind of go into discussing of the treatments, and I told her, I asked her, has she heard of Accutane? Me asking a dermatologist, has she heard of Accutane? I was like, of course. So she was like, yeah, but she kind of took a deep sigh and she sat back in her chair. She was telling me that there's a lot of things that come with Accutane. She was like, blindness, you know, just a lot of things. She also disclosed to me that some people have like severe body aches. If you've ever had the flu before and you have, you know, that achiness of your bones, she told me that it could cause that also, along with the depression and all the other side effects that I just kind of gave you guys. But like I said, y'all, I was ready to be blind and crazy to have clear skin. Like, at that time, I didn't care. So after telling her that I was down for the cause and that I was ready to take Accutane, I took a pregnancy test. She drew my blood and she told me that I will be able to come back in a month to start my first dose of Accutane for those first 2 months. And y'all, I saw little to no change. If anything, my skin got worse. And like I said before, I'll be inserting pictures so you can get a visual of how terrible my skin really was. During those first 2 months, I became probably even more discouraged because my skin began to purge. If you don't know what purging is when you start like a new skincare regimen, or you start using some type of skincare products with active ingredients in it that speeds up cell turnover. That'll kind of cause your skin to purge, which means it'll cause you to break out more and your acne to get worse before it gets better. Like I said before, when I started the Accutane, I experienced extreme dryness. What I would use on my lips, on my very, very, very cracked lips, y'all, when I say I would wake up and my lips would be cracked almost to the point where I feel like they would bleed, I used Aquaphor. Aquaphor is the only lip chap that would actually moisturize my lips and not just sit on top of my dry lips, if you know what I mean. And I had to carry that Aquaphor everywhere. So I did experience that dryness side effect early on. It probably didn't even take a week or two for me to start just getting stupid ashy, y'all. When I tell y'all my legs were so dry, they probably looked like I had scales on them, so dry. But like I said, I wasn't tripping about dryness because she was talking about blindness in the office. So as long as I can see, I'm okay. So while on Accutane, my skincare routine went a little like this. I will use the CeraVe Gentle Cleansing face wash. The one that kind of feels almost like lotion instead of face wash, but it is a face wash and it does get your skin clean. I use that due to the super high level of sensitivity that you're gonna have. That's a perfect unscented gentle cleanser that's not gonna dry you out and cause more dryness. I use a CeraVe moisturizer because my skin, like I said, it was extremely dry. And I used an SPF. I did not use an SPF until I got on Accutane because your skin is super sensitive while on that medicine. Like some of my makeup would make my skin burn, like some of my bath soap, just a lot of things I noticed would cause my skin to be more irritated because Accutane makes your skin very sensitive. So I would use a sunblock a sunscreen to protect myself from the sun. But while I was on Accutane, I also learned that we are supposed to be wearing sunscreen every day anyway. Whether an SPF moisturizer, I prefer a moisturizer with the SPF sunscreen on top, but we're supposed to be wearing sunscreen anyway. And I know a lot of black people do not wear sunscreen because we think we got this Iron Man invincible melanated skin. We do, but we don't. Y'all, we do. We can still get skin cancer also. Skin cancer is not, we are not exempt. So if you don't wear SPF, I'm not judging, but it's not too late to start. It's never too late to start. Cause like I said, I didn't wear SPF until I got on Accutane. So ain't no telling what terrible sun rays I've been exposed to all of these years. So I was on Accutane for 9 months. Wait. 8 months. I was on Accutane for 8 months, y'all. Those 8 months flew by. It felt like I blinked my eye and it was over. At the beginning, my dermatologist did not say how long I would be on it. She was kind of playing it by ear. When I came back from my appointment in September, she asked me when I had my last breakout. I think it had been a month since I broke out, and she said, well, you're gonna get your last dose today. So I finished Accutane October 2020, and I was so excited. I was beyond excited. Finished in October 2020. I was immediately asking her like, okay, when can I get a chemical peel? When can I get, micro needling? And those are both scarring treatments, if you don't know, because as you can tell, looking at my skin now, the scars is what you can see. The hyperpigmentation like on my cheek, and I have hyperpigmentation on my forehead. You can't tell because of this lighting right now, but I do have hyperpigmentation and scarring, and that is what I wanted to get rid of because that is what you can see on the surface now. She told me that Accutane will have to get out of my system for a minute because even though that you have stopped taking it, it's still working and you're still healing from it. So a dermatologist won't do a scarring treatment a month or 2 months. I think honestly, I went to the dermatologist last week, yeah, and she told me that I would have to be 6 months removed from ACCUTANE before I did any type of scarring treatment. So let me bring it back to my current skincare routine post ACCUTANE. When I stopped taking ACCUTANE, yes, my dryness did stop. My skin type went from oily to normal skin. Thank God. I'm so happy that oily skin was a mess. My makeup would be greasy and everything. But yes, after taking ACCUTANE, my skin went from oily to normal, which is a blessing. Also, if you do not know your skin type and what products use for your skin type, a quick way to test your skin type is to use a gentle cleanser. Wash your face, don't moisturize, wait exactly an hour, get in the mirror, examine your skin, see where it's shiny, see where it feels tightness or dryness, or if both of them are on your face, you might have combination skin. I'll also make another video about that if you want me to with further details. Y'all, please leave skincare suggestion videos in the comments, because I feel like I'm so full of information now. Like everything that my dermatologist taught me, I just want to teach everybody else. Yes, so back, y'all know I get off track so fast. Back to my current skincare routine. My opinion on skincare routines is that you do not need a 20-step routine. You don't need a 20-step routine, and if somebody tells you that they do a 20-step routine, they're doing the absolute most, in my opinion. My skincare routine consists of a cleanser, a treatment, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. That's all that I've needed thus far. Let me not lie, I went to the dermatologist and got another routine last week, but that's neither here nor there. It still consists of those same 4 steps, just different products. Like I said before, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm on my way. Yes. Am I proud of my progress? Yes. Do I like my progress? Yes. I feel way more confident when talking to people. I feel like they're not just staring at my skin anymore. I feel way more secure, and I know I gave you guys a lot of info in this video, but if you guys have any questions, and I mean any questions at all, please feel free to DM me. If you got my number, text me. Please leave any question that you can think of. No question is a dumb question. No question is too nosy, because I feel like I'll share. Like, that's why, you know, I'm making this to be super transparent and just to share. If you guys want an updated skincare routine, because I did go back to the dermatologist last week and I have been giving a new skincare routine. Whatever y'all want to see, please let me know. You know, I make content that y'all want to see. I make content based off what I see my followers will watch. So if that's what y'all want to see, please let me know. If you have any questions, or if you question anything that I said in this video, please do not take my word for law. Please Google it, or please call your dermatologist, call your doctor, because Google isn't always right either, but just research further than what I have told y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for watching this video. I appreciate my followers on Instagram so much for just the positive feedback on the fact that I should post this video, because this was super out of my comfort zone, y'all. This 4K, this light, this no makeup, this no filter, y'all. It was I don't know, it was super uncomfortable for me, but I appreciate everybody's support and encouragement. And if nothing else, I'll see y'all in the next video.